Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on this another exciting day for Ball State University. My name is Brock Odell. I'm the Assistant Media Relations Director at Ball State. I'd like to, again, start off by welcoming you all today. Just a couple quick notes before we begin. In a moment, I'm going to introduce Ball State University President Dr. Joanne Gora. She'll make a few opening comments. Following President Gora, I'll introduce Ball State Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, Bill Scholl, who will also make a few comments, and then introduce our 8th coach in Ball State softball history. Coach will make a few comments before taking questions from the media in attendance. If you have any questions, just please raise your hand, and then we'll get your attention. Identify yourself by name and affiliation so Coach can begin to put a few faces with some names. At this time, I'll turn the podium over to President Gora.
I love it when I come over to Worthen Arena and we have an exciting announcement to make. We are just so pleased to be here this morning to welcome our new, our 8th coach for our softball team, Coach Tyra Perry. We are just so pleased to welcome her to Ball State. This is a great team. This is a team that has, for the last 7 years, under Craig Nicholson, had a winning record. And we have recruited a winning coach, a coach who has been conference coach of the year twice in the Sun Belt, who brought her team to the NCAA tournament last year. And we are excited about the opportunities that she will have this year to coach a fabulous group of women athletes who are successful not only on the playing field, but also in the classroom. So let me turn the podium over to our athletic director, who deserves all the credit for recruiting Coach Perry.
Dr. Gora, thank you very much. I like it when you come over for exciting news as well. That's a good thing. Although I'd be okay if we could stop doing some coaching searches here for a little while. That would be just fine. But thank you very much. And as I get started, there are some folks I want to thank, first of all, and without question, it's Dr. Gora. This is, I think, my 5th search in 14 months. I don't know what that says about me, but and I have to tell you, you can't hire. We do national searches for all these positions, and you can't get great coaches if you don't have great support from the top on down. And we do, and we're blessed to have that. So, Dr. Gora, thank you very much for your support. Also want to throw out a quick thank you to Pat Quinn, Karen Lee, and Allie Pennick, who served along with me as the search committee in this process. And I want to particularly single out Allie, kind of a unique perspective. Not only is she an administrator here within our athletics program, but also a former softball player. So her input throughout the process, I think, was invaluable to us. Also, without question, we need to say thank you to Craig Nicholson. I think Craig built one of the premier softball programs in the Midwest, and we throw around terms like majors and mid-majors. I don't care who you want to throw in the mix. This softball program is really good, and Craig had so much to do with building that program. So our hats off to Craig, and congratulations to him on his new assignment. And then finally, we spent a lot of time talking with our softball team. And Cassie Stanfill, our assistant coach, who is with us today as well. And they provided a lot of input and a lot of guidance throughout the process. And they also showed an incredible amount of patience. And I know as a member of that team, while the 3 weeks seemed to fly by from my perspective, I'm sure it was crawling by in their perspective, because obviously the person we hire will be a major factor in their lives moving forward, and I really do appreciate their patience and their input and their guidance throughout the process. I won't go through, Dr. Gora's already mentioned a few of Tyra's highlights. You have that in the materials we provide. I'm not going to go through any of that. I will tell you this: we did a national search. We talked to a lot of sitting head coaches. We talked to top assistant coaches at premier programs throughout the country, and we ended up with a very deep and talented pool of candidates for this position. Again, I think it's a compliment to our current team. There were a lot of coaches who wanted this job, and we went through what I believe to be a very exhaustive process. As always, we had our criteria that we followed. First of all, and I think this is a given, but they had to have a history of supporting academics and NCAA compliance. Those are just 2 areas that we refused to yield on, and we talk about student athlete, they had to know that student came first. Then we move into some of the other athletic pieces that are important to us. They had to have they had to be able to prove to us that they have sustained athletic success in their careers. They had the proven ability to identify and recruit student athletes that can be successful at Ball State. They have the proven ability to develop student athletes to their maximum potential as softball players. And they had a true desire not just to be a head coach of a softball team, but to be the head coach of Ball State softball team. That was very important to us. We are not going to talk anybody into coming to Ball State. They have got to want to be here. Again, the interest was very high, and I think without question, Tyra separated herself by a fair amount from a very talented pool of candidates. So it's an honor and a privilege today to introduce you to our new Ball State head softball coach, Tyra Perry.
Good morning, everyone. I stand before you extremely excited and honored to join the Ball State University family. And I use the word family because I've only been here for a day and a half, maybe not even that long. And the people that I've met, the phone calls, text messages, already makes me feel like I'm home. And I cannot express to you enough the tradition of excellence and the vision that Bill Scholl has, and all of those things just put together have me extremely excited about, working with the wonderful group of young ladies that I will have here at Ball State with the softball program. Cassie has also been a great help of helping me to navigate through, just the different things of transitioning into a program, and I'm extremely grateful to her as well. The areas that I will address as the head coach at Ball State are, those basic areas that, Bill was talking about. I promise that we will have academic integrity, down to the player. Those are things that we will expect and enforce and continue, because things have already been great here in that area in the softball program. Recruiting, we will leave no stone unturned. We'll go to the ends of the earth to find the best student athletes that Ball State softball has ever seen. We will bring in kids that are here to get a degree, have a career, but we'll also work hard and fight hard to win many MAC softball championships, regular season and tournament as well. We will also schedule teams that are competitive. We will play, some of the top teams in the area, in the region. We'll go beyond the region if we need to make sure that we have a very competitive schedule that makes us very attractive in the RPI rankings, and makes us an attractive candidate for at-large bids in NCAA tournaments. And we will also go out into the community and make sure that we're visible there, and learn the importance of giving back and helping others. So those will be the main points that we'll work with the softball program, and I'm very excited and ready to get started. Thank you very much.